不到你的人只剩下了记得。
Hi, welcome back to another Dear Dr. Animwaa. This is Dr. Animwaa, and you're welcome. If you're new here, welcome. If you're an OG, you're the real deal. Thank you for always supporting my channel. I feel like I'm in a constant state of always losing my voice. Every single time I wake up, I'm just grateful that I can speak. Now I'm not even focusing on, do I have a voice? I have counted myself out of people that can sing. I just need a voice to talk, so I'm grateful that I have a voice. How you doing? If this is the first time here, you can find unpopular opinions. You know, I have very, very unpopular opinions. Many people might be going this way. I might be going this way. And so I've started a new segment called Dear Dr. Animwaa. I think I already have 3 episodes. So you can share with me anything that you want on marriage, on relationship, on dating, on school. I have a PhD. On marriage, I've been married for close to 10 years. On parents, and I have children. Anything, your unpopular opinion, if you want my unpopular opinion, I will share them with you. Today we are going to talk about another story that was sent to me. If you're thinking of how to send me a story, this and that with Dr. Animwaa, gmail.com, or you can find me on all social media platforms, this and that with Dr. Animwaa. And I think on Facebook it's Animwaa Obeying Akrofi. Look for me, send it to me. You send it to me, no judgments. I would share my unpopular opinions. I will give options. I usually don't like to say, this is what you have to do. Probably give options, ask more questions, probe further. And then the people that watch would also comment. Ask a friend to watch. If you know a friend that has a story, share it with me. Share this video. Thank you so much. Now let's go into the story. Today, this is what we have. Dear Dr. Animwaa, my husband likes to call me out in public and says he does so in the name of love. Okay? We have been married for 2 years, but dated for 2 years. So we've been together for 4 years. If my maths is correct. He likes to tease, which I thought to be a great sense of humor. But it has turned into something that I don't appreciate. So when you were dating, he used to tease you, and you thought that was cute. We like funny guys. We like guys that can make us laugh, and so you thought that was cute. Also, okay, we are now going into it. For instance, we will be in a queue buying waakye. Waakye is a meal that is predominantly known and loved in Ghana, and he will shout from behind, "Ah! What are you wearing? It's the worst I've seen today. If only I had known you wouldn't have come out looking this miserable. Please walk home alone." Okay. I cannot describe the embarrassment I feel. Everyone tends to look at me. This is just the tip of the iceberg. He does that in front of friends and even family. He once told his sisters that he wishes I could clean and cook like they do, so they should teach me a thing or two. We went on a date with friends, and when it was time to order, he said out loud, "Make sure you order what you can eat. I will not appreciate it if you end up being gluttonous." Gluttonous, I hope that's how to say it today as well. Okay. You need to lose weight. When I complain, he tells me it's a sign of his love. For me, and also those who genuinely love you will correct your errors. But must it be in public? Is there not a better way to let me know, even if I do something wrong? I find it to be disrespectful and not love. Dr. Animwaa, is he right? Is he right on what? Because the question you're asking, if you're asking my popular opinions, but is he right on what? I think you called it. If you are watching, I think you called it. This is outright disrespectful and not love. You are not his child. Even if you are his child, verbal abuse is not okay in any situation. But you need to train your child. And so in training and coaching your child to be a better human, you need to tell them some things. You are not his child. This is my unpopular opinion. This is very disrespectful. Very, very disrespectful. Your husband is a narcissist. One of the traits of narcissists is they are very critical and they look down on people that they think they are more important than. Your husband does not value you. Your husband does not feel like you are important. And so he's very critical of everything that you do. He's very critical of how you clean. He's very critical of how you cook. He's very critical of what you wear, what you eat. He's policing your life. This is very disrespectful. You are married to a narcissist. You are married to someone that does not love you. This is not love. If you give him the same dose, is he going to feel like he's being loved? Is your husband going to feel loved if you give him the same dose? Now let us start from the beginning and break this down. You said he likes to call you out. See, I'm not going to be bringing a little bit of unprofessional work in here. Yes, when you send me this and that, you are getting everything from me, my professional, personal experiences, everything. There is calling people out and there is calling people in. And I teach this topic, how to call people in and how to call people out. So you're getting it for free. Calling people out essentially is saying something that they've done publicly to disgrace them. So you call someone out. They do something. Obviously, maybe whatever they did, you think that you need to mention it, but you do it publicly for people to look at them in a disrespectful manner. When you call people in, it is still letting people know that what they've done is wrong. But you call it in, so you call it with respect, you call it with care, you call it with patience. Especially because you know this person that you're speaking with, you care about them. And so you still want them to know that what you did, but there's a way you do it. So it's mostly around how you do it. So it's not what is being said, because you're still going to call that person out. Maybe what you're being said, but how it's done. Calling them in with patience, with respect, with love. Ah, my love. This dress, I didn't see you wearing it. It's nice, so if you wear it in the house, it's much nicer. Instead of saying what he said around, what are you wearing? Isn't there a better way? Isn't there a better way of saying that? You said you saw it as a tease. And so you sort of saw this. You sort of saw the red flags. I feel like all the get of Animwaa I'm getting, I think I need to do a video on red flags. I've done a video on red flags in friendship. I feel like I need to do one on red flags in dating, in relationship. You saw it and you thought it was teasing. Did you like it when you were dating? Or are you now seeing it because now you live with this person? Your husband is a control freak. Because why is he trying to police what you wear? And then when you went to the restaurant, he's trying to police what you eat. Life is too short. Eat that food. Order that food and eat it. If someone wants to marry someone of a certain size, shape, or form, he should have married that person. He shouldn't police your life. As women, most women, as soon as you have a baby, You change physically. I have a video with the maternity diary on my channel around some of the changes that we went through. You change spiritually, you change physically, you change emotionally, you change financially. My dear, of course, there is a better way for your spouse to let you know if something is wrong. But you need to communicate respectfully. You need to communicate respectfully. This is not respect. This is verbal abuse. You are being abused verbally. In public, he's shouting while you're in the watching queue. In front of your friends, in front of your family, he's shouting at you. I would never understand it, and please let me know if you agree with me. I would never understand when some partners will say, I prefer this person's food. I prefer this person, how this person clean. I want you to go there and learn how they cook and clean. I've heard it and I've seen it happen. This person, the way they see, there's a lot of on YouTube. There are so many ways to cook, so you can find a way to tell your spouse if you don't like their food. Oh, I think you should check how to make this sauce. Or I don't know, but I just don't feel like it is right to tell your wife to go to your sisters and your friends to learn how to cook and clean. What are you doing? Why aren't you learning it yourself? Cooking and cleaning is survival. You need it to live. If your wife is cleaning a certain way that you don't want or you don't like, you do it with them and then you show them how you want it to be done. Verbal abuse. Verbal abuse that is leading into emotional abuse. Because now your wife is thinking, dreading, is this right? Am I in the right place? Second guessing herself. What did I do wrong? Because you are blaming them for the food that they want to eat, for how they want to dress. You are blaming them for everything. There is a way to say it. This, calling people out in front of your friends like that. Why? Does someone call you out? Do you get to eat what you want to eat? Why can't your spouse eat what they want? Life is too short. Get that dessert, please. Get the steak. Don't get the salad. Get the potatoes, the double baked one. For side, if you have two sides, get a double baked, get the fries, and get a dessert. We are not promised tomorrow. We are not. So, we are not promised tomorrow. Get it. Why? You want a slim girl, you should have married a slim girl. Why are you policing? Get into emotional abuse. You are being emotionally abused from the verbal. Abuse is interconnected. It is not independent. When someone is verbally abused, it can turn into emotional abuse, which can turn into mental abuse as well. And when someone is physical abuse, there is more likelihood that they are being verbally abused as well. Or the physical abuse can turn into emotional as well as mental abuse as well. And so you're being emotionally abused because your emotions are all over the place. You're doubting yourself. The emotional abuse will move into the mental abuse. You're doubting yourself. Is this disrespectful? Is this love? Because they are making you think that it is your fault. That is a narcissist behavior. When you're eating, you're doubting yourself. You should be able to say, I'm going to lose weight. I'm going on your diet by yourself. And then you can ask for the support. My husband is my accountability partner. And so sometimes I'll ask him, I want to lose weight. I want to go on a diet. Help me. If there are health factors, there's a way your partner needs to say it. You're being verbally abused. You're being emotionally abused, which is so difficult to explain because it's not written. You like the verbal abuse that you're able to articulate. You're able to say, they said it. When you're with your emotions being all over the place, people might invalidate what you're feeling. And then you're second guessing yourself. Is this love? My dear, this is not love. This is abuse. That's my unpopular opinion. I don't know what others think. There is no way this is right anywhere. For someone that made a vow to love you, to cherish you, to honor you, to respect you, to death do you apart just 2 years ago. Just 2 years ago. Would you be okay if, I don't know if you have children or not, you didn't state, when children come in and he still treats you this way in front of the children? What are you teaching the children? What are you teaching the children? So, yes, it is disrespectful. I think there are ways to call people in love with love when you feel like you need to call them. But you have to have a conversation. There's a way to do these things. And so I'll give you some options to end with this. First and foremost, have a conversation with him. I don't think you did mention that you've had. Let me check. Oh, you've complained. So I don't know how, when someone says complain, there's that connotation with it. And he tells you it's a sign. I want you to now have a deep conversation with him. A frank, deep conversation and say, this is how I feel. You told me you're going to love me. You promised me. But this is how I feel. Sometimes it's not about the intent. He thinks that he loves you. He thinks he's correcting you. It's about the impact. And I'm going back to work. The difference between intent and impact. You might intend, but how the person feels, and you need to consider. And so if you are intending it for the good and the person doesn't like it, it doesn't matter what you intended. It doesn't matter if he's doing it out of love. The impact is having on you. You don't like it. You don't feel happy. How you're feeling. Communicate that to your partner. Let your partner know that this ain't it. The love you promised me, this is not love. And that's why I have a video, and I'm going to link it. I have a video on my channel about what you need to do before you get married. Before you decide to date, before you need to love yourself. And I talk about the value of loving yourself, knowing who you are, loving everything about you, knowing your self-worth. If you love yourself so much, when you start dating someone and they do things that hurt you, you realize no, because you will not hurt yourself. So when you know what hurts you, you're able to figure it out in the dating scene and know, this ain't gonna work. Since you are feeling it because you know what hurts. This is not love. Watch that video, I'll link it up here. What you need to do before you get the I part, before you get into the we, the individual, before you get into the social. Still my training and my work is coming here. Hey, I have a consultant, so if you need a trainer, reach out. That work on the I. And then when you get into the we, you realize this is not working. This is not working. This is not love. So yes, have a conversation. Go for counseling, but don't go to your pastor. I've been reading a lot of things. Just this morning as I'm recording this, I read a woman being abused and the pastor says, your husband is a good man. Endure. Endure because he's a good man. Endure because he gives money to the church. He supports the church. So if he's supporting the church, then he's a good man. Maybe I'll bring that as an unpopular opinion and share my opinion about that particular topic. But don't go. Find a trained counselor. Find a therapist. Go for couple counseling. If you want this, if you want the relation, it's 2 years. If you want this, I mean, I am all for divorce. And I'm going to do, I think I have a dear DrAnimwaa that came in around a divorce. And I'm going to do an episode on that. And I'll talk about a culture in this world that when you are a divorced woman, they value you. So I'm going to do a video on that. But I think that you need to try counseling. So first have a conversation, deep, soulful conversation with him. If he doesn't agree, try couples counseling, therapy, a trained one, not your pastor or in your religion. No. I don't know what your religion you are. I'm a Christian. That's why my default was pastor. Find someone that is trained. My dear, this option is very unpopular. Give it to him back. Serve him what he's serving, like table tennis. He gives you, his serve back. He gives you, his serve back. Let him experience it himself, and let him realize, or in a lack of a better word, let him ask himself if it's nice. Sometimes you need to serve it back to them, and then they go like, "Oh, why did you say that to me? Oh, I'm so sorry. You said that to me the last time." Let him feel how you are feeling. He wears something. Kojo, this is your dress. If I knew you were going to follow me with this dress, I would have let you walk home alone. Give it back to him. Back to him. Like table tennis. But be mindful of this so that the verbal abuse does not intensify and turn into physical abuse. Give it back to him. And if it's worrying you too much and it's affecting your mental health, get a break. Let him see if he will miss you. He will miss the cooking. Or maybe the sisters will be kind enough to come and clean and cook for him. Separate a bit. And let him see if he will reflect. I don't know what other options people have, but these are my options for you. Stay well. You're in an abusive situation, but all is not lost. As I said in the live that I did recently, I was asking, should a woman stay in an abusive relationship because of their children? If he gets a realization and he decides to work on it. See, I've seen things and I've heard things. A man that loves you, oh, he will prove it. Oh, he will love you. When people are in love, when you meet people that are enjoying their marriage and they talk to you, you see how one partner appreciates and adores the other. Another partner appreciates and adores. I'm going to share a bit of me so that I can relate. Some people will think that my fashion sense is cool now. I did not have a great fashion sense. Well, I did not have money to buy the clothes to start with. And I just bought what I thought that my money could buy. And then I met my husband. Oh, he knows how to dress. He knows how to put it down. He said nothing about my dressing style. And so when we met, he would buy me dresses and he would buy me shoes. Was it our first Valentine? Yes. I think then I had not even said yes to him or so. But our first Valentine, there was an event that he wanted to go with me. Because I think we met in February, so around Valentine's Day. He bought me a dress and he bought me shoes. And he said, I'm going to take you out to dinner. Wear this. Oh, I remember I wore the hell out of that dress. Even after that, I still remember that dress so well. And then once in a while, he would say, I went to town, I saw this. I know it will fit you really well. And then whenever I said, oh, I need to go to town to shop, he said, I'll go with you. And then when we go, he would take me to the people that he buys stuff from. And they were like, you will see the correct one. So I had a place of shopping, but he would take me to where you get the correct clothes. So sadly, my clothes changed. My sense of style changed. It didn't change drastically in the way that I didn't want it. I wanted that. I just didn't know where to buy them. And so I'll see anything and I'll just buy it. But I was very comfortable with the things that he would buy for me. And he sort of knew my sense of style and things that would flatter me. Then, later on when I met him, I think I met him in the second semester. One of my friends that I went to Achimota, I don't know if you ever watched this. I won't mention his name, but we went to Achimota together and we went to the university. Achimota is my secondary school. Then we went to the university together. He said, I don't know anymore what happened to your sense of style, but I like it. It's changed. I didn't know how to tell you. It wasn't good. And I said, but why didn't you tell me? Because we were friends. I was like, but I didn't know how you're going to take it. Your dressing was in the first semester. Now I like it. Whatever it is that you're doing, whoever is advising, keep it. This was a guy. If he ever chanced upon this, he will know what I'm talking about. I don't want to mention his name. And he said this to me. And my style has changed. There was a point someone said, can't you show your roommate? I won't say which year, which roommate, how to dress. I said, please leave me alone. There is a way. All I'm saying is, there is a way about this. There's a way your husband can do this. Still making you feel very comfortable in yourself. Still giving you a sense of style. It's about like dressing and style. Style. You can wear the same dress, but it's about how you style it. There are some dresses that I have that I will never step out of my house with. It's like the kitchen dress. It's like the cleaning dress. You wear it when you're doing laundry and all the clothes have been washed. So, are we taking that to buy a wachi? And if you're taking that to buy a wachi, your partner needs to know how to say that. And maybe not. Maybe he's just that's just who he is. But what do you think? I have said my unpopular opinions. I'm going to leave the rest of you. I'm going to bring more. People are sharing with me. Some of them, they call me on the phone and they tell me, Animwaa, I have them like, write it down so it's easy to say, or write it yourself, please. If you can, write it down to me. But I want to share the one about it. I don't know if it's going to be the next video or not, but please let me know what you think in the comments. And if you have watched up to this point, why have you not subscribed? Support my journey. Become part of my family. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. I know time is so valuable. So for how many minutes that you sat here and watched this, I'm grateful. Leave your comments. What would you say to this person if they were your friend or your sister? But before I sign out, know that you matter. You are enough. You are valuable. Nothing, absolutely nothing lasts forever. So whatever you're going through, I do not know. But all I know is that a day has 24 hours. It will end. You will see the sun. Oh, my mom's favorite Bible verse is joy comes in the morning. There was a time I was going through something and I called her and she told me, she said, Nana, read that. It will end. Joy comes in the morning. Nothing, absolutely nothing lasts forever. And knowing what I know, everything will make sense. And you realize, oh my goodness, this is what I'm supposed to learn from this. Until next time, take care. Bye-bye.